why is it good to have no success? Because if you have success, you lose your spontaneity and honesty. You become one like all those politicians, a person who withholds information, a person who changes his beliefs, his conscience, who makes politics for the powerful and rich, and those, the big industries, those who have already already organized. Yeah, this is not good. So everybody who really wants to do good politics should be happy to not have any power, to be without success. And everybody who wants to enter politics and who really wants to change how politics works has to be afraid of the moment, or of the many moments when she or he gets more and more powerful. This is unfortunately the case. Yeah. So the only longer term solution is to really give the power to the people, which means e-democracy, which means that the people decide everything directly themselves over the internet. Yeah. This is my belief, and even I cannot guarantee that I would become as corrupt and dishonest, or at least lazy in communicating, lazy in being honest, spontaneous. Should I be elected to an office, or at least, just be elected to a parliament, or even a government, then it's very difficult to resist the, how do you say, the lure or the trappings of power, of influence. I think the politicians, they get so many letters and emails and paperwork and also invitations and maybe even presents, gifts, or even money, so that they do what big business and establish networks within the government want, or establish networks close to the government want. This is it's so difficult to resist that. So the only reason to go into politics should really be to abolish the professional job as a politician, to abolish politicians, to abolish the government, to transfer the government into popular hands, to finally give the people, thanks to the internet, thanks to ICT, information communication technology, give the power to the people to decide themselves everything constantly. Yeah, so that, and in an ideal case, also all companies, all businesses would be democratized, so that there would no longer money or capital would decide what businesses do and don't do, but the people. Everything should be, in my opinion, in the long term, everything should be democratized. In an ideal case, by a global democracy, of course, so that the global population can decide everything. Via the internet, in a transparent way, probably by blockchain, fully transparent blockchain, so that no centralized server or server location is necessary. Although I'm aware that decentralized logs, software, architecture is requires a lot of resources because everything has to be processed and stored everywhere. This is huge, yeah, huge energy and resource consumption. Okay, but probably it's still the best. I'm not sure, maybe the software architects, software engineers will find a solution so that everything can still be processed, decentralized, without too much resource consumption. Yeah. I wanted to say centralized, you see. It was probably because I lacked concentration, but maybe it was also in German you say freudscher Versprecher. So it showed how I really think. I hope not. I hope not. I hope that I'm a decentralization guy and not a centralization guy. Although I of course believe in a global democracy, this is clear, but it doesn't have to be centralized necessarily. Yeah. So let's hope that I will continue to do my videos here and never gain any political power. And should I get have any political influence or just influence, is already enough. You don't have to be elected. You can also have influence over the internet by having a large viewer or reader base. Then this influence or even power has to be used for the good, which means for introducing or at least accelerating the introduction of e-democracy. Locally, regionally, nationally, supranationally, continentally, and of course also ultimately globally. And in case there are colonies in outer space, also, I don't know, interstellarly, intergalactically, and so on. Yeah. So thanks a lot for watching. This actually is an important video because it shows that I finally realized how big the corrupting the corrupting effect of power and influence is. You almost immediately stop to be honest and spontaneous. Yeah. I would also do other videos probably. I would not wear a tie or something like that, but I would have better lighting. I would not lie in my bed anymore, but sit in a chair, and I would probably do my hair, clean my glasses. This would just be the beginning, and then I would prepare my videos with all translations. Okay, this would maybe, yeah, it's also a loss of spontaneity, it would mean, but this would maybe have the advantage that everybody who is able to understand English would understand it right away, yeah. But I would not, I mean, the worst outcome would be if I begin to delete old videos in order to hide and suppress information. It's unimaginable now, but maybe it would happen at least if I would be in a government. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah. So I will have to found this transhumanist party of Switzerland. I have already a Facebook group, but I will probably have to make a Facebook page as well. So for the people who don't want to join a group, but just to access a page, it would be better. Sorry. Then I will also make a ordinary conventional website for the Transhumanist Party of Switzerland. Yeah, and I hope that probably with a wiki, I'm not sure about the wiki software yet, but probably a media wiki, like in Wikipedia. Yeah, not sure. There is also another wiki software which is, I think, quite good. Yeah, it's a lot of work lies ahead. And then I'm also not sure if how the people who are interested in joining the Transhumanist Party of Switzerland, what their opinion will be about my demands, or at least suggestions. Because not every transhumanist thinks like me. Everybody has different priorities, and I'm also certainly one of the more radical transhumanists. I'm not a moderate transhumanist, no. Yeah, I have really radical ideas that fundamentally, at least I believe, maybe it's not true, other people have to decide that, but I really want to fundamentally change society and make it as progressive as possible, also with mathematics as a new state religion, and additionally, of course, Buddhism and Jainism too. Then a radical, unconditional, automatic transparency, e-democracy, abolishing politicians, parliaments, governments, courts. Everything should be done by the population itself. Global e-democracy, globalization, finally adopted. Then very important also radical environmentalism, stop manned flight, stop manned flying with airplanes or helicopters, then massively developing broadband, internet infrastructure, and so on. Instead of physically moving from one place to one place, then, of course, most importantly, the educational revolution, the sound exposure of unborns, brain machine interfaces of unborns, and eugenics of future children. This also is, of course, radical. I want a totally different learning environments, or the outdated term is schools. I don't use the term schools because it's too negatively, it has too negative connotation. School. Used too long for it's a symbol of, it's a term for something that is really bad. We need learning environments where the children, the babies are, toddlers, babies, newborns, infants are empowered themselves, where they decide themselves what and how they learn, and where they have the opportunity to learn with latest technology too, from birth and also before birth, as I outlined before. Yeah. But also, of course, nature, learning in free nature and also in wild nature whenever possible is also crucial, so that the children can connect to nature and also wild nature. Okay, I have to stop the video here. It's now already again 14 minutes and now 23 seconds. It's much longer than I initially thought, but I will stop it now, the video. Thanks a lot for watching, and yes, I have to think about making German language or even Swiss German language videos too. I will think about that. Bye. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.